Here we are, back again to bring you all of the recent gaming news, along with anything else that the web can throw at us during the week. You're here with myself, Justin.
Sure.
Jeremy.
Now, let's jump right into it.
Some breaking news before we get into the episode. There are reports popping up all over the gaming world about Sony sending out free PlayStation credit cards to PlayStation Plus members. So, the requirements are not very clear on how to get this credit card, but apparently being a PlayStation Plus member is the only criteria right now. Reports are that users are getting $10 credits, so be on the lookout for that.
So, first up is some of the biggest news of the gaming for the week. The 30-year-old rapper Logic has signed a 7-figure deal with the video game streaming platform Twitch. As we came on our last episode, we know that he's not the only one signing gaming deals with Twitch.
The future.
So he announced his retirement and decided to sign a 7-figure deal.
Yeah, no, his first Twitch stream after signing the deal was July 21st. And here we were thinking everything was going so good in 2020, right? Wrong.
Love the sarcasm.
I'm a fan of Logic. I don't like this news.
So Logic's direct quote was, "I announced my retirement from music because it came at a point where I felt like I was being forced, like I had to do certain things." He also added that it's not like the label made him do any of this. He just felt like doing it himself because he's such a businessman. And he was pushing himself to the brink of insanity. Now, I can't even imagine what that would be like. Just having the pressure of a label, but also having the pressure of the fans. And it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And he ends by saying that he's not a rapper guy. He's just a nerd who loves video games. That's from the heart. I think that's really from his heart.
So then if he's just a nerd that loves gaming, then this is kind of a shoe-in for him. And I guess, since he's got a kid, he's just wanting to kind of make the easy money and spend time with his kid is what it sounds like.
I could see that.
Yeah, but I mean, he's so good at rapping too. If this flunked, he could easily go back.
Exactly. He doesn't have. I was about to say he'll be back. It'll be a while, but he'll be back.
He announced that he'd be retiring from music after a decade, as I just said, after a decade of rapping and a novel that he wrote to throw in on top of the decade of rapping, and will release No Pressure. Actually, already released No Pressure this past week, July 24th, which he claims is his final album. The 30-year-old said at the time that he plans to focus on his young son and his young son only.
Next up is from Ubisoft. So they have confirmed that their games being released before the new consoles drop will keep their $60 price tag. That's good. That includes Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I can't wait to play. Watch Dogs Legion. However, they did not comment on the price of future games for the next gen. Bummer. The rumor currently is that all the games for the new consoles will be hitting a $70 price tag. Now, Ubisoft has also confirmed that in September 2020 that they will have a showcase for their games upcoming for next gen. No official date of the showcase has been released. What about that $70 price tag? No, man.
I don't like that. I mean, I get it. It flux with everything. I'm sure that the technology that are going to be in these new systems is going to be probably worth it. But
all the reports I've seen, we could very well be in the midst of having mixed priced games depending on what company you buy from, which makes no sense. So I don't know how the hell this is going to go down.
I'll be honest. If so let's say Naughty Dog, for example, they put out a $70 game, we know we're going to get $70 worth. Therefore, if Call of Duty puts out the same garbage every single year, maybe $30. But here's the thing about that. We know Call of Duty is going to sell because it's Call of fucking Duty. So there you go.
Just the same as the NFL titles will sell, the baseball titles.
Exactly.
If they make another motherfucking Need for Speed, it'll sell.
All these will sell. For sure.
Something else has happened recently, which was the Xbox Showcase, displaying their upcoming titles. And let me tell you, some think that it went well, but most think that it did not. have a lot of tides turning toward the PlayStation 4 after this showcase. The Xbox showcase has came and went. They showed off their upcoming game titles for the next gen Series X. Only problem is, after a few fans saw the graphics from the upcoming titles, the fans were not happy, leaving Microsoft losing fans, and doing things kind of like this, so that the public does not lose interest in the next gen console. One of the big talking points and one of the big showcase titles that was released is Halo Infinite, which I'm sure that you guys have all seen the trailer for that. The big talking point on Halo Infinite that nobody was happy about is the fact that the graphics look exactly the same from the other Halo titles. You get a new gen, keep the same graphics. What's happened?
What did they expect? That's kind of what I want to know. It's like, I'm not trying to trash the PlayStation 5, but even when you look at the games that they showed off at their showcase, they didn't look too much different than Xbox. We're kind of at this point where we've hit a brick wall, a pinnacle. We can get over it, but it's going to take a little bit of time.
I feel like in order to get over it, then it would have to be longer than just what they have been doing for a new gen, or like a new gen system.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. We will get there.
Hopefully for the Xbox fans. Unfortunately, Microsoft and 343 Industries declined to provide a release date for the game, which is still simply slated for holiday 2020 like everything else that we've heard about. So, Halo Infinite is in development for Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. Another big drop that was released during the showcase was the Fable trailer. A new Fable game is heading to the Xbox Series X and Windows 10. Playground Games is developing the upcoming title, which will be a new beginning for the longtime franchise. That's that's the feeling that you get whenever you watch the trailer. Microsoft announced that the game, as part of its July showcase, Fable was originally released in 2004 for Xbox, as all of you know, which was the last game in the main series. Fable 3 launched in 2010. The series is a choice-driven role-playing game in which players' actions will impact their reputation in the role, as we all know and we've all come to love. So, I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen in the new Fable. I'm not an Xbox person, but this game alone has made me consider buying an Xbox console.
I think you took the words literally right out of my mouth. If there's ever a game that would make me consider getting an Xbox, it's going to be just this. It's going to be Fable. It's going to be Gears of War. I used to think Halo, but not so much anymore. But my point is, it's going to be these two games. You know, I was one of the few that loved Fable 3. I know.
Same.
I liked it too. I'm with you guys on that too. As soon as I heard Fable, moist as an oyster. I'm loving it. I'm looking forward to it.
As an oyster.
Oh,
moist
yeah.
as an oyster. I love that. I've never heard that one. You guys like RPGs, right?
Love RPGs.
Then you will be ecstatic to know that Dragon Quest XI, Big 1-1, is coming to Xbox. It's going to be available with Xbox Game Pass, so you don't have to pay any other money other than subscription costs, which is actually pretty cool. So this is the first time that this game series has ever been on an Xbox platform. And it appears mostly unchanged from the previous versions, but it includes that cool little retro mode, which you turn all your characters 8-bit. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
So, it's going to be coming out December 4th. So that's some news.
So, with the showcase, like I said, a lot of fans were disappointed. And to me, it's going to come down to this very well-known saying amongst gamers. Xbox, in my opinion, is for doing multitasking whenever it comes to being gaming, streaming, and things like that. PlayStation is a gaming system.
100%.
So, with that being said, from the fellas, Xbox, we are sorry, but based on the showcase...
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
As promised, we are here with some spooky shit. We're talking spooky shit from the fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, is a couple of spooky paranormal clips that the fellas have dug up from over the internet. Now, just as a heads up, my other two co-hosts here have not seen the videos coming up, and they have not heard the tale that I'm about to tell you here. So, as promised, it's time for some spooky shit. The first thing we're going to kick this off with is a story submitted by a Reddit user named Aiden Bobaden.
Aiden Bobaden.
Aiden Bobaden. So, his tale. So this happened whenever I was around 15 years old. It was close to 1 a.m. and I was laying in my bed on a weekend. The head of my bed was up against a window that has a clear view of the rest of my apartment building. I was on my phone watching YouTube when my window starts to violently shake. I jumped to the other side of my bed and watched something outside of my window scratching. This goes on for about 10 more seconds, and then the entire time I'm frozen with fear. A minute after it ends, I called my father on the phone. Didn't know what else to do. I didn't want to wake or to bother my mom. After explaining what happened to my dad, he asked me to look outside the window, and I was reluctant at first, but he told me to just go ahead and look for the third time. I pushed down the blinds and looked out. There was nothing that I could see immediately on ground level, and I was on the second floor. But on the roof of the building across from mine was something on all fours. It locked eyes with me as soon as I saw it. It was pale and thin, lanky. Its limbs were longer than any normal human that I've ever seen, and its face was void of detail, apart from its large, blacked-out eyes. I dropped my phone in horror, and I could hear my father calling out as if I was not there, asking if I was okay. And I told him that something was outside. He immediately began to pray. After a minute, he asked if I could look outside again. Whatever was on the roof had gone away. In the morning, I went outside to check my window, and the film on the outside was cut, and there was a weird greenish stain that ran down the wall. I haven't encountered anything since. What could it be? To me, kind of sounds like a rake.
Sounds like that's some scary shit right there.
It's like a
Nope.
what?
A rake?
Have you not heard of the rake?
This might be the one I haven't heard of.
Very similar to the Slender Man, is an internet-created horror.
Oh.
But even though it's an internet-created horror, ever since it popped up, there have been a lot of people spotting them. As a matter of fact, after reading Aiden Bobaden's little excerpt here on Reddit, I decided to do a deep dive. And fellas, I've got a lot of cryptid videos and a couple paranormal videos, and the cryptid ones kind of resemble what would be a rake, a Wendigo, or a Slender Man. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and cue up our first video. What you're about to see is a cryptid. You're not going to see it, but you're going to hear the screech of it. This is a Reddit user that posted this up.
This is the right video, Justin. We geared these up.
Just real quick, I don't know if I can really believe somebody whose name sounds like a Dr. Seuss rhyme.
Aiden.
Yeah, but we'll check it out.
All right.
They're all in order, by the way.
Hearing the craziest noises. Listen.
Oh.
I gotta check this out. What the fuck?
So that would be a cryptid growl that was posted up to Reddit. The video doesn't go into any detail further.
Ruby.
I may have queued these up wrong. My apologies.
You could pause it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Where the
I don't know why it's
Did
not
it go?
pausing, but anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll just hang on. We'll and then I'll pick right back up. So that was a growl submitted by a Reddit user that could not find out what it was. As he goes downstairs, he walks around for around 3 minutes, which would be the dull end of the video, but there's nothing there. The growl, though, is something that I've never heard before.
Yeah, that was really weird.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that whenever I'm yelling for my cat, where you at? And a few months later, she's pregnant. But I don't know. It was definitely weird. But to me, it kind of sounded like a bear or a cat.
How you
that's
yell
just
for the
me.
cat? Where you at?
So, are we going thumbs up, thumbs down? What are we thinking about this?
Roll the dice, and I'm giving it a thumbs down. That's just me, though.
It's creepy, but on the scale of cryptid to non-cryptid, we're going to go thumbs down.
Same, thumbs down. Not enough to convince me, man. Not enough.
It's not enough to convince you. That's great. But our next video is definitely going to be enough to convince you. This is a humanoid, and some say it just disappears. But this was captured in Mexico.
What the fuck?
Oh,
It kind of just looks like a drunk ass.
It's not over. Look.
What is this? That's a naked individual running.
Now wait.
Oh, come on. That is a naked man.
So
that is a naked man.
All reports that we have, fellas, most of the Reddit users saying that it's a naked crack whore in Mexico. But I seem to think that the way that it's moving, I've tried to run on all fours like that, and I cannot move that fucking swiftly.
Well, let me tell you a secret. Not that I know or anything, but crack is a hell of a drug.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I'm pretty sure that crack can get you to do things that are abnormal and very meta-human-esque.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is either a methed out or a cracked out person right here saying, look, evolution, I figured out how to run on all fours.
I will say it is a little weird.
It's freaky.
The way that it's like traversing, like taking those corners and stuff, that's a little weird.
It doesn't lose a step. It's almost like it's been doing this its entire life.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Feral. It's a feral child or a feral individual.
A hairless bear. No, for real, people used to think that was the chupacabra, and wasn't that some sort of hairless bear they ended up finding?
It's actually a wild dog that they found that has
closely, like at some points, there's like, you can see the ankles very distinctly, like right there. That looks like a foot. That looks like a human foot to me. But, I mean, who's to say? Who's to say? I don't know. It does have a lot of pep in its step. I'll give it that.
It could be La Llorona on crack. It is in Mexico.
It is Mexico.
The cartel's a hell of a
Cucuy.
That was interesting. So I still got to give that one a little bit of a thumbs down, just because I don't know. I still see human features there.
I'm gonna kind of leave it at the bar.
Yeah, I think there's a good neutral. There's a neutral in there.
Yeah, just because it's too hard to tell. But I mean, if you really wanted a solid yes or no from me, I'm gonna have to say no, just because, like you said, Chad, the ankles, that one got me right there. It looked too much like a human foot.
Okay. So that's good. That's what we need. We're picking apart these videos. That way everybody doesn't think that we're a bunch of kooks, but I guarantee that I've got this next video here that you're not gonna be able to pick apart, and there's no way in hell you're gonna be able to put a name on it.
Well, I'm not a skeptic either, but yeah.
This one,
So
we're going to want to mute.
Oh, we're going to want to mute it. Okay, gotcha.
So take a gander at this, fellas.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
That's weird.
Oh, pay close attention because he doesn't just let it run off.
What, did it like tackle the fucking biker?
It did. It came out of the weeds and knocked over the biker. So
Well,
his
at least
friend
this
decided
guy
to
is
chase
gonna
it
go.
down.
He's gonna go after it. He's
Yeah.
just going for it. Good for him.
Now look.
Fuck is that? That's strange.
And then it's gone.
Right into the weeds. I gotta see that one more time.
Yeah, no, you gotta rewind that one.
Where were we? Did I go back too far? I did.
Right there.
Let's watch
You're
this
good
one
right
more
there.
time. Did you see the tail?
I was gonna say it looked like it had a tail.
But then it seems like it just disappears. Correct? Like the tail doesn't seem like it's there anymore. Are we looking at a skinwalker here? What is this?
So if you pay attention, him on the dirt bike is higher up than the tallness of this cryptid here.
Definitely
So it's
smaller.
not taller than the dirt bike.
It's definitely that is
Yeah, so
definitely
right
a
there.
smaller thing.
Makes me think of those little fucking dudes from The Mummy Part 2.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking, especially because of the tall grass.
Yeah, I guess that too. Yeah, but
Ooh, boys, that's one. Now, given the fact that I know things can be faked a lot, I'm gonna have to say this one's got my vote up.
I've got a vote up on it too. I've read all of the skepticism on it. Everybody tried to blame it on white balance to it disappearing, things like that. But if you slow it down, you stop it. People have reviewed this video over and over, and there's no jump. It's gone.
Yeah, I work a lot with cameras, and I'll tell you right now that if it would have been white balance, it did white balance a few times, but in the vicinity that he was in, there's no reason that camera should have white balanced again. At least I can't see any reason that camera would white balanced again. I'm convinced, Jeremy.
well, see, that's the thing that gets me about these. Almost every time somebody happens to find one of these fucking creatures, it just so happens to be on the world's shittiest camera that was only bought for a penny. And but if looking at it, like when it started slowing down and showing it, and then the tail thing, that alone is me like that can't be, unless you have some very badass prosthetics. But for this one, I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
Okay, so that's a 3. So I think we're going to put this in our scary shit folder.
No, that's going to be in the fellas cryptid file. That's in the holy fuck category.
Holy fuck category. So we got some more here, right?
We do. This next one does not have an official title, but after I've looked over the cryptids, and you know that we all have looked over these 1,000 times, but if you look behind this moose into the weeds, there's something stalking it, and to me, it kind of resembles a Wendigo.
Something there.
Is that over on the left? Yeah, no,
Yeah, the left right there.
Come on, buddy. Why can't you hear that thing?
How is that as cool?
So it looked like it was shaking for a second, like I had job hands or some shit.
That's strange.
You don't have any details, but it is definitely stalking the moose, whatever it is.
So here's the thing. If that's a human, then that's a dumb fucking human, because moose, they kill people.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
big.
this is being filmed from the inside of a car. Many have tried to put it as a blur on the windshield, but it's moving in between the trees, and I don't see a blur on the windshield doing that.
I don't see that either. That's something.
It looked like it was kind of bouncing like that, you know? Like it was like, oh yeah, I'm going to eat this motherfucker or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
This one's tough just because of the lack of detail. Like Jeremy said, this one was filmed on a potato. I don't know where I'm going to put that. I'm going to give this one a thumbs down just because of the potato quality. But there is clearly something there. I don't
I'm
know what it
going
is.
to I'm gonna counteract both of your arguments here. I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs up. I've watched this video over and over, and there's something that I noticed. The arms are extremely
Very
long.
long,
Lanky, yeah.
very, very gorilla-esque.
It's hunched over, not like the crack whore in Mexico that we saw running around down the alleyway. But it's who knows what's out in the woods, especially if that was from Canada. We don't know what the hell's out there.
Don't fuck with moose. That's another thing. Don't.
And it was not afraid of a moose. And there are
Yeah.
predators out there afraid of moose. So
See, that's the thing that gets me, I guess, is because, you know, it doesn't matter what animal it is. The majority of them can hear way better than us. How is it not hearing what's there? That's the thing that made me give it a thumbs down. Is like that. I feel like the animal would have heard something.
I kind of agree with that, but then again, if you know anything about the Wendigo, it's very supernatural
Oh,
creature
yeah.
as well. Cannibalistic kind of stuff, but
Yeah, it's stealthy.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's possible. Again, that's one of those ones that has me teetering, but I'm just gonna have to give it a thumbs down.
got one more coming up. Actually, we got a few more here.
this would be the last of our cryptid videos here, but this one, it'll catch your attention.
See, I ain't nope.
Watch the left side of your screen here.
You're not gonna get me to go in any sewer. Yeah, fuck that already. See those eyes? Those are eyes.
You see eyes, arm,
You see
torso.
the-
hell no.
shit.
Nope.
He decides to
No,
walk,
no,
and then
no.
it turns.
Yeah.
The thing with this video, and if you take it back for me,
Yeah. Let's get back.
whenever he starts walking, it's not just like it shifts to the left. It turns its head. You can see its whole head turn and run.
Oh yeah, no, it bails.
Look at that.
It's curious.
Look at his arms. And
Yeah,
those
like
are
when it
arms,
stretches.
bro. If this is real,
Go ahead and let's see the head turn.
See, look right there. See, look, he's extended the arm.
Yep.
He's looking out, and then its whole head turns. It's a
Yeah.
quick shift.
you know, that's the thing about animals that freaks me out is cryptid or not, animals move very strangely, and they have this twitchiness to them. So when people try to chalk it up to CGI, I'm not saying that this isn't CG. This could easily be CG, but animals just have an unnatural, unsettling movement about them in general. That is just nightmare.
You know, that's a creature-esque top. No.
Nope.
I mean, I'll go ahead and let you know on my opinion
Yeah.
on this. I'm definitely giving it a fucking thumbs up. That one, that's freaky.
Yeah, it's got a thumbs up for me for sure.
Thumbs up here.
Spooky
That one's
shit
going in
file.
our what the fuck file here for the
Mhm.
creepy cryptids.
Yeah,
I gotta
This
look what the
next
fuck happening here. Something
This
scratched my
next clip
door.
we've got this
I'm
next
not
clip
kidding.
we've got queued up. This is going to be debatable. I'll tell you that now. But it's something that caught my eye, and it's only for a few seconds because this is a collection of 5 videos. The rest did not interest me, but this one kind of caught my eye. It's
Are these all
security.
5 videos or just the one
Just this one.
for sure?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, hell no. Oh, he just got
And then
drugged
it's
down the
gone?
hall. Look at that.
Look,
How
you
can
see
I
it forming.
The whole mist forms. It's like a wall. Watch him.
It looks like he's looking down. So, and see, he's seen it, and yep.
He goes. That's interesting. That's definitely something got my interest piqued. Very paranormal activity-esque. That's
The only thing is, man, again, it's the fucking camera quality.
That's a security
security
camera.
camera. though.
Yeah.
So
So, I
I
mean,
for those who don't know, like I had a buddy that worked security a lot, and from time to time he would send me He's a skeptic too. Like, he's not someone that believes in the paranormal. But he would send me photos and images sometimes from his job of shit that he just couldn't quite explain, orbs, things like that. It's weird. It's weird. And I don't know, security cameras, man, they pick up some of the most bizarre stuff.
Yeah, I mean, with that being, because I noticed, yeah, it was a security camera, and I mean, with just the way all that shit formed, and like I said, it looked like he was looking down originally, but then you could see at the moment where it looks like, not that it grabs him, but then he finally sees it, and that's what, to me, it looks like that's what sent him down, and he's just like, oh shit, and then it grabbed him. So that enough alone is I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
I gotta stay somewhere in the middle of just
filming,
because.
Chad. Since you've filmed, how hard would it be to fake this?
Well, it depends. If you've got a good editor, probably not hard at all.
Okay.
I mean, as long as you got someone that knows what they're doing in post. I couldn't do this because I don't know enough about special effects or anything like that. But it's doable. It is doable. But I'll say this: it's a whole hell of a lot harder to do it on a shitty security camera than it would be to do it off of like something like this webcam or an actual film camera. So that I'm torn between the two, because it's like, I know it can be done, but at the same time, it's like, can it be done with that kind of quality of a camera? I don't know.
For me, I'm giving it a thumbs up. It's going straight to the what the fuck folder for me. If you voted in,
I'm gonna vote it in. Just here's why I'm gonna vote it in. It's weird. I can't explain it, and it's going in. Got to go in.
Oh yeah.
So, this next one that we are about to queue up, many of you out there have seen this. Many of you out here have heard this, and we are definitely going to play the volume on this. This is not a very short clip, but there's a reason that it's not a short clip, because you need every little detail. If you are a believer in the paranormal, this one is going to chill you completely to the bone, and that's a fella's promise on that one. So what we've got coming up is a TikTok video by a security guard that is a security guard of a cemetery. The first part of the video, he's going to check one of the mausoleums. Second part of the video, he's going to check a chapel. And this is something that is going to make you question if you don't believe.
Just real quick, before we dive into this, you saying it's a TikTok, I'm already, nope, out the window. But I'm willing to check it out. But so let's see.
This, have you?
No. I don't think I have.
He has not.
This is the best for last. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fucking find it in here. I had it queued up, and I think
I just hear those two words, that app. But make me a believer.
Make me a believer. Security goes. There she goes. Wait. Jaybird, I don't think you put that in there, my man.
Should be the very last one.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm just an idiot. I didn't queue it up. Fuck me, guys. I'm sorry.
No big deal.
We can reset here.
So we? Oh, never mind.
So, I'm actually hearing something banging on the door. I'm hoping I'm going to catch this son of a bitch. Bear with me, guys. Okay, I'm back. Door was open again. Hello, security. Okay. I don't know how the hell they keep opening these. Hello. Yeah. Hey, you need to come out. I'm not playing anymore. I don't know where the hell these people are or where. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, call. What is going on? I'm basically just securing all this stuff right now. Just making sure there's nobody in here. Anybody in here? Hello? Yeah, but listen, you got to get out of here. You're going to have to come talk to me, okay? Where you at? I can't see you. You're correct. So you need to come out, okay? You guys hear this? This is broad daylight. I don't know where this kid is. Where are you? In the corner. I just saw that when my video uploaded, and what the fuck?
Here's listening.
The lights are flickering on and off. Hang on a second, guys. So, don't know what the hell is going on here, but I'm about to check this out. Okay, guys. I'm really not sure what's going on here. Nope. Yeah, I'm fucking done. This is some spooky fucking shit going on here. Nope. This is why my security officer fucking quit. Just so y'all can be witness here, I'm checking all this shit. I'm getting the hell out of here. This is my day off. I hear leaves crickling and shit. Nope. There was a kid standing, somebody was standing right over here when I walked right past them to the left.
So
In the chapel, and then you hear it scream, get out.
Why is it on TikTok? Answer me.
Because TikTok is an app that everybody's been filming things on. He's been filming stuff before he ever got any of this on footage. He ended up walking into the chapel, and if you take the footage back and review it, there is nothing in the chapel. There's nowhere for you to hide in the chapel. It's straightforward. There's pews and then a podium at the very end. So what's hiding for it to scream, get out?
I feel like I didn't get to see enough of the chapel to really, but no.
what really messes with me is when it screams get out, if you go back and you listen to the audio, it follows him out of the church, and you can hear it transition from the church to outdoors. That's a clear transition of audio, but nothing there. That's enough for me. That's because I had the same thought that you did. What's keeping someone from hiding there? Well, there's one thing that travels way faster than a human being, and that's sound. So it's got an up for me.
Up for me.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like it was definitely spooky at one point. I felt like, but I guess I'm putting too much thought in it. The fact that I see it on TikTok, and I just think I'll go ahead for future references for anybody that watches this. I just think that app is just a load of shit with anything that's put on there. So that just makes it hard for me to believe. I'm in the middle, man. I'm really in the middle because the voices and shit, it sounded like it, but also it just seemed too staged as far as them holding a conversation with each other.
So at the very beginning, whenever you hear her talking to him, he doesn't hear that.
Really?
He doesn't hear that until after he goes back and reviews the video. His first reactions to the voice, he doesn't hear anything actually talking to him until he's there in daylight. The first little bit is just what the video picked up.
We need a vote, Jerem. You're the only one. You're the odd man.
I'll throw it up there just because I feel like this needs more review. But I'm still in the middle on it. But yeah, it was definitely fucking creepy. And if it was staged, hell of a job. Bravo. If not, then get the fuck out of there and quit your job. Yeah.
I think he's going to quit after that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We've totaled around 3 clips that we're putting in the What the Fuck file here for the fellas. You've joined us. You've heard our news. You've seen our creepy clips, heard our story from a Reddit user. And as an excerpt, before we head out here, aliens are about to be shown to you very soon by your local government officials. It's been in the news. Go ahead and get ready for that. And fairies are real. But you heard it here first. We are the fellas, and we are